Hey there, Heather. Hello there. Chef Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another time travel tennis tournament. We are now doing the qualification for the current ladies. You get the 2020 ladies set. We've already done qualifications involving the 2020 men, the pre-war men, and the pre-open men. Getting those 16 guys in. So we have 48 men. So we're halfway through the spots for the Grand Man Tour. Whereas we are in our second tournament with the ladies. So we are going to be halfway through the ladies and their qualification, all that. So there's four ladies tours, ladies A, B, C, and of course the 2020 ladies, which we are focusing on today because we did the ladies B a couple weeks ago. But now we are going to be looking at these ladies, the 2020 ladies. Now the spots, the 96 spots for the ladies is a lot different than the 96 spots for the men. For the men, it's easy. 6 times 16. So all you got to do is get to the round of 16, 6 tours. You're 96, you're golden. However, however, um, for the ladies, it's not so simple. There's only four women's things. 4 times 16 is 64. But I want to make it 96, make it the same for the men and the women. So it's 24 times 4. So all you got to do is win the round of 16 game. But if you do well, if you lose the round of 32, but you put up a third set or something like that, you get rewarded for your good effort, if you will. So basically, put all you have to do is win this. Go to round of 32, you're in. If you lose in this round of 64, you're done for. So the top 16 ladies all get buys. All the seeded players you see, of course, down House Pinklin Halep, have got spots for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Today we'll be looking on the left side of the bracket to the wildcard matches. For example, our first one will be Amanda Anisimova versus Elise Cornet, both with a title under their belt. Anisimova won the Auckland Open week 31, got to the quarters of the French Open, which was pretty good. She beat Van Utrecht, Tomlundra, and even beat Kvitova to get this far, but lost to Simona Halep. Anisimova will face Cornet, who won her own tournament at the Pennsylvania Classic in the third last chance and all that. I guess we should say, well, this tour didn't get bunked off by problems, but Pennsylvania, she actually kept losing matches, but she beat Shea Wai Yang, Pavlo Jakova, Yastremska, and then Milanovic to move on and win this thing. In the Grand Slam, she didn't do badly, but she could have done better. Yeah, Anisimova, let's just get her victory parade, and that was week 31, right? Yeah, she beat Shea Muchova, Yastremska, and then Fekic in the final to get this far.
Quiet, please. Anisimova to serve.
So the winner of this matchup will move on to the next round, so round of 32. We are going to be doing 10-minute matches, like 10 minutes on the top right of the clock, so that we can like get through these because we got 8 matches each way. It makes it a little faster.
Love 15. Out. Love 30. 15 30. 30 all. 40 30. Game Anisimova. First game. "15 love". 15 all. 30 15. Out. Out. 40 15. Game Cornet. 1 game all. First set. "15 love". Out. 30 love. 30-15. 30 all. 40-30. Deuce. Out. Advantage. Anisimova. Game. Anisimova. Anisimova leads 2-1, first set.
So after 12 minutes, Anisimova wins the 2 of the first 3 games. Does she move on? How about close? But yeah, 4-6, 6-love, 6-1. So Cornet had a chance to take down Anisimova once for all, but she falters in the final 2 sets, only winning 1 game. So Anisimova will now have to face Serena to get her spot in the Grand Ladies Tour. Oh, but we're playing in Kitchener. I figured that I give the Canadian people what they want in that tournament in Canada. Well, it was random. Next up, we have Fonda and Sloane Stevens. Both of them have won a tournament, so that's why they win. You win a tournament, you automatically qualify for the Tournament of Champions. If you take, well, you can move on as a wild card if you do other things. She won the California Classic Week 35 3 times into the Sweet 16 for Grand Slams, so that's pretty good. Yeah, the California Classic when she beat Colin Striskova, Palinjakova, and Muchova. So Fonda and Sloane Stevens. 1 round of 16 Grand Slams. She won the Pan Pacific Open in week 30. I think that was in Tokyo. That had to be in Tokyo. Yep, she beat Risk, Sevastova, Prudiseva, and Anisimova to move on here. Here we go. Now, Sloane Stevens, alongside many girls, actually have a double chance. Sloane Stevens is also in the ladies C group, which kind of takes more liberties. There's actually some legends from way back in the 1920s, and then the woman from the 2020s, if you will, 2010s, 2020s. So Sloane Stevens, if she loses here, she still gets another shot of moving on in the next thing. Anyway.
Quiet please. Stevens to serve. First game. Play. $15 love. 30 love. Out. Out. 30-15. Out. 40-15. Out. $40-30. Deuce. Advantage, Stevens. Game, Stevens. First game. Out. $15 love. 15 all. 30-15. Out. 30 all. 40, 30. Out. Foot fault. Deuce. Advantage. Vondrousova. Out. Game. Vondrousova. 1 game all. First set.
We won in 9 minutes. Let's give them a third game.
Love. Out. 15 all. 15, 30. Out. 15, 40. 30, 40. Deuce. Out. Out. Advantage. Vondrousova. Deuce. Out. Advantage. Stevens. Game. Stevens. Stevens leads 2 games to 1. First set.
Yeah, I was at the 9-minute mark on the second. So Sloane's up 2-1. Does that help her? It does. 6-3, 7-5. Wanda Silva is watching from the sidelines, and she doesn't get a second chance. I thought she was in the Group C, but I guess not. So Sloane will win and will face Kuznetsova. Ironically, Kuznetsova actually is in her second chance to qualify. She was in the ladies' beat group a couple weeks ago and fell in the wildcard match. So Kuznetsova does have a second chance. And you get Sloane Stevens, who, if she loses, if Kuznetsova beats Stevens, then Stevens will still have a second chance. Well, she could still get one of those wildcard spots, I guess. So Osaka sunk. Naomi Osaka. She will face either Zhang of China or Yastremska from Ukraine. Zhang did not win the tournament. She was 8-30. But I guess by failure of making the semifinal in her only major tournament. Can't believe a girl 8-30 is going to move on. Her first win was until week 17 in the U.S. Open against Jabeur before losing to Svitolina. Then she won twice in Brighton, beating Fonasova and Kumanitova. Big win over Fonasova, but losing to Ansimova. She beat Jabeur again in Tampa before losing to Kvitova. And then in New England, she got to the semis. She beat Muchova. She beat her fellow Chinese player Wang. She beat Venus to face Putintseva, who put the clamps to her. She beat Jabeur in Princeton before losing to Vekic. She's really had a great 3 of her 8 wins have been by Ons Jabeur. Yeah, 3 of her 8 wins against Jabeur, who I think qualified, did she? Allegedly, Jabeur did not qualify. Ugh, wow. Jabeur didn't qualify. Oh, no, she did. Jabeur was the last one picked. Okay, anyway. Yastremska won the week 40 championships. The last automatic qualifier. She beat Matilovic, Linette, Pavlyuchova, and Vekic to get the last automatic spot without having to go through the wild card.
Quiet, please. Yastremska to serve. First game. Play. Out.
So who will Osaka play?
Love. 30 love. 40 love.
'Out'.
Game, Yastremska. First game. $15 love. 30 love. 30-15. 30 all.
'Out'.
40-30.
'Out'.
Deuce. Advantage, Jung. Deuce. Advantage, Jung. Deuce. Advantage, Yastremska. Game, Yastremska. Yastremska leads 2 games to love. First set.
Resume's got 2-0 through 10 minutes of play, so this should be easy. And it wasn't. Zhang battled. It was 6-4 Ystremska. Then Zhang won the second set, but Ystremska won the third set, and he was 8-30 out of there. Zhang gave her a chance. At least she wasn't the last one picked. But yeah, Ystremska now faces Osaka Solon. Ashley Barty will face one of these girls. Pavlyuchenkova or Milanovic. Both these girls are in to file the wild card and not winning. 2 decent runs by Pavlyuchenkova. 2 semifinals. California Classic, and then getting to the semis of the last week, getting in, kind of in. And then you got Milanovic, who got to the finals in Italy and Pennsylvania. Now, week 4, she got in to the finals. She was number 61, jocked the Williams sisters, Bencic and Mertens. It was like, she's coming out of fucking nowhere. But Muguruza beat her. Yeah, Milanovic to take down both Venus and Serena. That's amazing. And she couldn't get it done. And then she waited a long time until she got to the final with Pennsylvania, beating Pera, Buzkova, Jean, and Danielle Collins before losing to Cornet in 3 sets. Here we go.
Quiet plays Pavlyuchenkova to serve. First game. Play.
Yeah, these 2 ladies, their names are a mouthful. Pavlyuchenkova has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 14 letters in her last name. Milanovic has a lesser known 10. 14 versus 10.
15 love.
14.
30 love.
'Out'.
40 love. 40-15. Game, Pavlyuchenkova. First game. Love 15.
Out.
Love 30.
Out.
15-30. $15.40. $30.40.
Out.
Deuce.
Out.
Advantage, Pavlyuchenkova.
Out.
Game, Pavlyuchenkova. Pavlyuchenkova leads 2 games to love first set.
Nothing with 2 minutes left. Yeah. Okay, We'll go ahead and autoplay the battle of the last names, and it will be Palajinkova who beats Milanovic. So 14 letters beats 10 letters. 6262. So a big one for Palajinkova. How did I put a Pavli? Okay. So Pavlyuchenkova will face Ashley Barty for a trip to the Grand Ladies Tour. Next up, we have Sabalenka from Belarus. Her opponent will be either Sofina Kenin or Ali Risk. Kenin got to the semis of Wimbledon and won the Chicago Classic in week 19. So at Wimbledon at number 10 should be Ostapenko, Brady Mugu, and Naomi in Osaka. Great job. Before Pliskova beat her in 3 sets. But in Chicago, she beat Rybakina, Venus, Azarenka, Bezic, and Kvitova. Ali Risk. Not good. But 2 finals. You're week 25 and week 28. In Zurich, should be Strokova, Bencic, Enzimova, and Sloan to get to the final against Jen Brady, and should have beaten her, but she didn't. And then at New South Wales, where week 28, she beat Kuznetsova, Cornet, and Kulimentova to face Pushkova and lost to her. Here we go.
Quiet plays, Risk to serve. First game. Play. $15 love. $30 love.
Out.
$40 love. $40.15.
Out.
Game, Risk. First game. $15 love. $30 love. $30.15.
Out.
30 all.
Out.
30, 40.
Out.
Deuce. Advantage. Kenin.
Out.
Game. Kenin. 1 game all. First set.
One.
Out. Out.
Love 15. Love 30.
Out. Out.
15, 30. Fifteen, 40. 30, 40.
Out.
Deuce. Advantage. Risk.
Out.
Game. Risk. Risk leads 2 games to 1. First set.
All right, so risk is up 2-1. Did you get the risk? Take down Keneen. Nope, 6276. And the risk did not go over the word, to say the least. Keneen now has to be Sabalenka. Our third last matchup, we'll see Karolina Muchova and Maria Sakkari going toe to toe. Both have not won a championship. Had to get another wildcard. Muchova got to 3 finals: California Classic, the Dutch Trophy, and the Kansas Classic, but couldn't finish the job. It was 27, 33, 35. Thank you. 3 finals. Yeah, Muchova lost to Kvitova in Holland after beating Van Utrecht Sakkari. That's where the head-to-head was. Blinkova and Zhang with an A. After Kvitova. And then week 33 in Kansas City beat Buskova, Coco Gauff, Shea, and Milanovic, but Sevastova beat her. And then she got to the finals in Oakland, beating Para, Ferro, and Yastremska to face Vanasova in a loss. Sakkari, she didn't go too far. She had some great matchups, but I think because of her ranking, I don't know how she got in.
Quiet please. Sakkari to serve.
So let's
First
see what
game.
happens.
Play.
Spectacle.
15 love. 15 all. 15, 30.
Out.
15, 40.
Out.
30, 40. Game. Mukova. First game.
Out.
Love 15. 15 all.
'Out.
15, 30. 30 all. 40-30.
Out.
Deuce.
Out.
Advantage. Sakari. Deuce. Advantage. Mukova.
Out.
Deuce. Advantage. Mukova. Game. Mukova. Mukova leads 2 games to love. First set.
Petrova is up 2-0. Is that what time at it rule? Autoplay? The answer is Muchova 6-2-7-6. So Muchova does beat Sakari. So the Greek goddess is out. I think Sakari is the one that they laugh at. Well, on YouTube, Sabine Lisicki fans, and then her intro is this person makes YouTube of mine losing semifinals. I say whatever. People are gonna be stupid. And Sabine Lisicki fans. I don't think so, but anyway, Mutrova will now face Spentelina. Next up, we have Jen Brady and Annette Kontaveit. Jen Brady winning the European Indoors in week 25. Jen Brady, she beat Sakari, Rybakina, Teichmann, Yastremska, and Ali Risk to get this far, to get the automatic spot into the wild card, but she didn't get a seed. And Kontaveit from Estonia. She actually went to the French Open final, which was like, what the fuck? She even got to the U.S. Open quarterfinal. It was like, and everyone, like every top seed, got to play in the Grand Slams, whatever, because to bounce back. Well, she won week 1. She beat Sinikova, Balesa, Kiki, Burdens. Barcelona, she beat Bencic and Fekic, big win before Pliskova got her. And then in Germany, that's when she qualified for the tournament. She beat Blinkova. She beat Sofia Kenin. She beat Stevens. She beat Fanasova. She beat Bianca. Blah. And then beat Ashley Barty. And then in France, at number 37, she got to the final. She upset Belinda Bencic, Gabi Muguruza, and Sofia Kenin. And then beat Jabeur. And then beat Rybakina in the semis, but Halep gave her a schooling. And then in New York, at number 37, she upset Fanasova. Then she beat March. Then beat Solona Halep in 3 sets before losing to Spentelina. So she's making Estonia proud of themselves and not just fashion models.
Quiet please. Kontaveit to serve. First game. Play.
Who will win?
Love 15. 15 all.
Out.
30-15.
Out.
40-15. 40-30.
Out.
Deuce. Advantage. Kontaveit.
Out. Out.
Deuce.
Out.
Advantage. Brady. Deuce. Advantage. Kontaveit.
out,
Game, Kontaveit. First game,
Kind of fate. It took 7 minutes, but she won the first
Ouch.
game.
Love. 15 all. 30. 30 all. 40. Deuce. Advantage, Brady.
out,
Deuce. Advantage, Brady. Deuce. Advantage, Brady.
out,
Deuce.
out,
Advantage, Brady.
out,
Game, Brady. 1 game all, first set.
So it took 14 bloody minutes to get 2 games in. These 2 ladies are being torn out of each other, trying to physically get rid of each other and get to the man of 32. In the end, it was the Contivate 6-3-6-4. So Jen Brady was not like Tom Brady and a winner. Ha ha ha. So Contivate. Her reward will be a match with Azarenka in the round of 32. And one more match. Just one more. Bencic versus Strakova. A lot of people are like, Bencic didn't get to the top 16. She almost did, but I guess she just missed out. So Bencic will face Strakova, who's not doing too hot. 20 matches below 500. She got to 4 quarterfinals: Dallas, New South Wales, California, and Mahwah. That's the one in Kitchener. So she knows Kitchener quite well. She beat Lynette and Palandrikova, Alexandrova. So she will face Bencic, who qualified automatically by winning the Florida Open week 26 and getting to the Sweet 16 of Wimbledon. So yeah, she won that thing. Yeah, she won the Florida Open, beating Bekic, Yastremska, Pudaseva, Kvitova, and Ansamova, basically beating everyone with the letter A on the last name except for Fekic.
Quiet please. Strichkova to serve. First game. Play.
We'll see what happens. Perfect.
love. 15 all.
out,
30. 40.
out,
Game, Bencic. First game.
out,
Love 15. 15 all.
Out.
15-30.
Out. Out.
15-40.
Out.
Game.
Strichkova.
1 game all. First set.
Six minutes.
Love 15. 15 all. 15-30. 30 all. 40-30. Game.
Strichkova. Strichkova.
Leads 2 games to 1. First set.
Anyway, so Strakova leads Bencic. This could be big. This could be big. And it wasn't. Strakova thought she could beat um, Bencic. Well, Strakova was the second last person asked to compete in the wild card. So Bencic wins. She will have to deal with Ostapenko. So the round of 32, as you can see, Serena will face Ansamova. Sloane will face Kuznetsova. Osaka faces Yastremska. Pavlyuchenkova versus Birdie. Sabalenka, Kanin, Vojova, Svitolina, Azarenka, Kontaveit, and Bencic Ostapenko. If you see, if you're looking at it, it's like every matchup has someone with the last names ending with the letter A, except for the last one, Bencic Ostapenko. If Strakova had won, then every women's match on the left side of the bracket would have someone with the letter A facing each other. That's weird. So anyway, we have to figure out tomorrow who will deal with Kvitova, Swiatek, Andreescu, Puchkova, Konta, Muguruza, Keys, and Halep. Those 8 ladies are waiting for their matches. So anyway, I feel that Jabeur, the last one left, should have a chance to win and face Bianca in the next round. But we'll see what happens. You'll see. So anyway, that's all I've got for today. Tomorrow will be a fantastic day. And I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.